Hey guys, I am back for our first day of in-service, and this is also our time to prep for Meet the Teacher. Today is Thursday, the 3rd of August, and tomorrow is Meet the Teacher for us. So we are supposed to be hard at work in our classrooms doing that. So my plan for this video is mainly just to kind of show you some of the things that I use for Meet the Teacher, some of the things that I do specifically that isn't done school-wide, and mainly it'll just be maybe like some time lapse and things like that. So if you're interested in any of that, especially if you are new to teaching, I would love for you to stick around. If you haven't already, go ahead and like, subscribe, and help grow my channel, and it would be greatly appreciated. Stay tuned. Okay, so some of the first couple of things that I do that are not specific to our school or our school district, just things that I like to give out at Meet the Teacher that also need prep, so that's why I'm starting with them first. Are these little help us have an amazing year little Amazon wish list. This is my QR code specific to my wish list, so it just says please donate an item from our Amazon wish list, and then it's actually a freebie on TPT. So it comes looking like this. You just enter your own code, or they have one set up to where you can just put like a link in here. Obviously it's not digital once you print it out, so you just have to type the link in, but yeah, so I just do the QR version. I send this one home, just cutesy and whatever, but then I also send this one home. It just says Ms. Walker's Amazon classroom wish list. Anyway, and it's literally like the same thing, but it's the same QR code and says the same stuff on it. But I will send this one home like the first week of school, just in case they didn't come to Meet the Teacher. I'll just resend this home with everybody. And that puts it in the parents' hands at least 3 times, because I have a big one up on my board that I can show you. I'll give the little one at Meet the Teacher. The big one up on my board is also at Meet the Teacher, like it's set up, but so that's once. It'll be in their folder twice, and then it'll go home the first week, so that's a 3rd time it'll be in their hands. So you'd be surprised how many things you'll get if you're in an area where that's possible for them. So the second thing I do is this maze tag. Again, this was a freebie. Last year I did them a little bit smaller, but I like this one because I buy these mazes from Target. They're in the party section, the Spritz brand. There's 18 in a pack, so I have to buy 2 packs usually because I have more than 18 kids normally. But the mazes this year actually fit in the blank space, and last year they kind of like hung off. But it says welcome to 2nd grade. This year is going to be amazing. And you can print this on like color paper, but I don't print them on color paper because I like the pop of color from the maze. So they had square ones, they have like circle ones, and then they have the triangular ones. So I'm going to put you on a time lapse and get these printed because get these done because I do have to cut each one of these boxes as well as each one of the Amazon QR code boxes. So yeah. Alright guys, I am back wrapping up the end of my Meet the Teacher prep day for in-service. I'm going to walk you through one of my folders just to kind of show you some of the things. I showed you the mazes, and I showed you the Amazon wishlist QR codes that I use. I'm just going to kind of show you some of the other things, and yeah, so I didn't get a lot of footage today because we were in and out of our rooms getting materials that we needed for students, and people were coming in and out bringing keys and badges and paperwork and all sorts of things. We had a meeting. So anyway, I am going to show you what I have, and yeah, So But before I do that, I did want to show you like a book haul that I have and a couple of things, just other random things. My first thing is I bought these. They're supposed to be like seat spots or sit spots or whatever, but they're actually stickers. And so what I was going to do is use them on my floors as like line up number spots, but they don't actually stay stuck to the floor. They lift up like immediately, and the edges like curl up really far, and they're just not sticking. So if you have any ideas on how to get them to stay stuck, I thought about putting some duct tape over them, but I don't want peeling them up at the end of the year to be a process. So I'm kind of hesitant to put them down. But they were $20, and so I'm like, I want to use them, but I just don't know how. So if you have any ideas for these, they're pretty large. You can see like on my hand, they're pretty large. So if you have any ideas for that, let me know down below. Back to the stem bin videos. I know with my class haul videos, I was debating on what I was going to put in them, and some people give me some ideas. So I went to the cookie cutter idea because that's what I already had on hand. Although I did go buy these from Dollar Tree because I was already there. So they're just little animals. You can play in the sand with that. But I also brought the cookie cutters. So this one's like a little bear. This one's a little dog. Fish. No, actually that one's a mermaid too. I have a bat, a Mickey Mouse head, and a unicorn. So if you like pack the sand together and then use the cookie cutter, like the whole thing comes out like Play-Doh. So another option that I had were letter stamps. So again, if you pack the sand down, the letters would work. They're like tiny, but I thought it'd be good for like fine motor. Can't even see that, but there you go, there's the W. So they're like really little. Here's the whole alphabet. And they actually slide in. I gotta cut the little tabs off the top, but they slide in this little purple thing, and then they can use it. It's actually made for like cake stuff. That's why I have all this stuff, but yeah, I'm not using it at home, so thought I'd bring it here for that. So I have a couple options. Let me know which one down below that you think would be best. I'm gonna show you a book haul, but I also have this. It's from the Dollar Tree. It's just a little straw balloon blow up thing, 14 inches. I just blow this up for Meet the Teacher, and then I use it again on the first day of school for like a photo op type deal. So I bought the 2 for 2nd grade. Okay, so a book haul from Dollar Tree. I was able to get this chapter book, Magic Everywhere, and it's My Little Pony. But I thought it would be good for the girls. I don't have many girl type chapter books, so but that one was good. Again, Dollar Tree, so all $1.25. I got this one. It says, "Are you smarter than a 5th grader? The Ultimate Companion Quiz Book." I thought this would be fun, like as an early finisher. They could use this. Some of my higher kids will be able to read this, and then so there's all the questions in the back or in the front, and then the answers are in the back. So I thought that was cool. Originally $12.99, and this one originally $9.99. So I've got 4 of these Sid the Science Kids. There's 2 level 1s and 2 level 2s. This one's The Trouble with the Germs. The Trouble with Germs. Looks like this. This one is I'm Not Afraid of the Dark. Level 2s are Why Can't I Have Cake for Dinner? And Everybody Move Your Feet. And then a couple of more that I've purchased. I need to read these 3 to kind of figure out what category they would go in, because I honestly don't even know what they're about. They just looked, oh, they're all written by, well, these 2 are written by the same person, written and illustrated by Daryl. That's all it says. So One Gray Day and Stanley's Eggs. So Stanley's Eggs says, Stanley's wife Amelia thinks it's about time he did his share of sitting on their precious eggs. So she decides to go off on a little shopping spree and leaves him in charge of the nest, but Stanley is in for a bit more than just sitting on eggs. So, and then One Gray Day, it says, One gray day, Stanley and Grace were taking a stroll in the drizzly rain when they came across something rather strange. Jolly along with the 2 of them and learn your colors as the gray day turns out to be anything but. So, color book. This one right here is written by Susan Chandler. Again, Dollar Tree. Something to change the world or something closer to home, but just as ingenious. So ingenious Jean is being ingenious, hammering and banging, drawing and planning, scheming and dreaming. Something to change the world or something closer to home, but just as ingenious. So those are what I purchased. I was gifted this one. It's called Last Day Blues. It's part of the sequel to First Day Jitters. So it's the same little teacher, and there's also one called Big Test Jitters that I'm gonna get. Field Trip Fiasco, First Year Letters, and then First Day Jitters also comes in Spanish. So here's the Big Test Jitters, and then here's the first book. I have this one we like to read on the first day of school. And then I also got a book called What If Everybody Did That? That one's been pretty popular this year with the teachers, so somebody else gifted me that one. So it's already over there in my back to school books, so I had to get it out. But so those are just some of the things I wanted to share with you. Again, I'm going to walk you through one of my folders just so you can kind of see what I have. Yeah, in case you're new to teaching or just need fresh ideas for Meet the Teacher. So when you come in my room, I have my Meet the Teacher stuff set up in like stations. So it says sign in here. One copy is for me, one copy is for our office. And then when you go this way in my room, that was my door. So this one is some forms for the walk you through my folder. That's just kind of what my front door looks like. I was gonna take you around my room, but I have a lot of like personal school information and stuff like that out, so I don't want to give you too much of information that doesn't need to be shared. But some of the things I include in my folder, so our folders look like this. We just have like Nikki folders, and I just include like Friday folder because this is what I'm going to use. So this gets them in the habit of taking it home and bringing it back. So on their desk, I have their folder, I have a pen, a Sharpie, and then their maze that looks like this, and some more paperwork I need them to fill out. So this is dismissal information, student information, and then this one's help wanted, like do they want to be a room mom? Are they willing to help out with parties and things like that? So there is that one. And then I also put a name tag that they fill out with their Sharpie. And they wear that name tag on the first day of school. That way when they get out of the car or off the bus or whatever, whoever's helping in the hallways can help them find their way, especially if they're new. Something that I include in the folders is a just-in-case bag. So we ask every child to bring like a just-in-case change of clothes for accidents or spills or whatever the case may be in that one. So inside of our folders, because they're Nikki folders, they have the please like return to school, keep at home stuff. So on the return to school side, I have a parent checklist. Again, this has personal information on it. So just things that they need to do before they come back to school. There's all about my second grader, and then a couple of PTO things from our school. There's an extra supplies needed because these are things that, so our school supplies, every child provides their own school supplies or they order it through the school, but teachers don't buy that stuff. The school doesn't provide it for them. They have to buy their own. But things we don't get are like Ziploc bags, paper towels, baby wipes, hand sanitizer, Kleenexes, things like that. So that is something that we do ask for. Here's my little Amazon card. I have a welcome to second grade, just information. Some things are specific to our school, not like personal information, just times and things. This one I found on TPT, going beyond how was your day, questions to ask your child after school to get a conversation started. And it has 47 questions. So what do you like most about school? Did anyone do something nice for you today? What word did your teacher say the most today? Did anything make you sad today? Can you show me something you learned? What was your favorite part of school? Tell me 3 kids you sat next to today. So just good conversation starters. And then more things for our district that don't have to be returned. Other than that, I just have out, I'll take you around my room. I just have out, again, like a pen and a Sharpie on their desk. I do have some directions for them to follow, and then I do have on this board, like step 4 right here is to visit our wish list, join our Classroomind, and then go get an agenda. So this is my QR code, this is my wish list, this is my wish list QR code, this is the remind stuff, and then that is just telling them to go get an agenda. So that is all I have for Meet the Teacher. Again, I'm sorry I didn't get any footage, but I think I'm going to attach just like a quick classroom tour, and then maybe if I have some time in the next week or so, I will do like an in-depth of things and how things are going to work. But yeah, so stay tuned for the classroom tour and all the final touches that we put on our room. Walk in my room. Here is still my affirmation station. These things we were just told today have to go above our light switch, so I'm gonna move those. Over here, this is where my kids put their snacks. I'm gonna take this down because I don't think we're gonna do that this year. Trash can, flexible seating, Legos. This is my indoor recess cart. Put it here and organized it. I did finally get the numbers on the cart. 19 and 20 are sharing because I already have a 21, waiting on a 22. This is where my student things will go. All their supplies. We have community supplies for the most part right here. Workbooks, things I'm gonna use the first week of school. These are counting collections, and then here are all my STEM bins. This right here is a basket that I'm gonna use for my sound wall. So my sound wall was here last year. This is a final look at my bulletin board and my birthday bags. But here's my sound wall, so I condensed it down to like a poster size, but it's missing a few things like blends and things like that. So I'm just gonna use the wall space around it to add the blends that I know I had from last year. Word work cart. This is for word work station idea. This is what list we're on. This is my most common word club. So they all start on the black, then they move their way down depending on how many lists they know. This ended up being my teacher section. Trash can is full. So this is like my back counter. This is like a little welcome sign. This is my 6-drawer cart for the week. Just some things I still need to do. Okay, so this is when I stopped filming because I couldn't get this to hang. And my lovely husband, he's awesome. Cut it for me. If you visited my Instagram, you saw a picture of it, but he cut this for me and painted it, and it was not a fun task for him, but I do appreciate his hard work. So I have it hanging. It did not want to hang at first, so that's why I stopped filming, because I couldn't get it to stay up and it was just irritating me, so I stopped filming for a few days. But there's that. I'd have more than 12 kids. I'm just gonna use this as like the fridge, so any cute notes or any like super outstanding work is going to go here, because we do change out student work in the hallway like religiously. So yeah, this is just going to be like a writing center, papers, the crayons. This is just a condensed version of that poster, the sound wall poster, my clipboards. I'm going to use this for my library cart, and then if I never need to take anything home. So this is my sticker store. I explained the pause thing in another video, so go check out classroom setup day 6. This is my board, the board I was just showing you. So I did finally get out my back to school books. I did find the letters and the numbers to make the 4th tidy tub, if you saw that fiasco in the last video. I was able to hang up my color posters here. Not sure if I ever showed that. Some more flexible seating options. Okay, so this rug was in the middle of my floor, but I have to move it now. So there's my library. There's the 2 posters I made. That is interchangeable. And then this is a look at this board. I still need to hot glue these guys because they're not going to really move. These I made, well, I just kind of altered a template that was already on Canva, but these are things that we're going to talk about and do every day, so I wanted to make sure I had them. This is the calendar that I use. So each kid gets a card, and we decorate it based on the season, holidays, things like that. So there's that. That is a TPT purchase. And then that brings you back to my door. So if you're looking at the middle of my room, I changed it to the C's, and I really think I really like this. I did put this little chair here so I can just read on this carpet, and that's fine. But I did get a 21st whatever student today, so this C is a little bit bigger, and if I get a 22nd student, I'll just make this one match this one here. So going back to the C's, and then I think like this isn't wide enough for that rug, so I think I'm gonna put the rug underneath my table. So yeah, that is an overview of everything. I do need to change these table numbers tomorrow, and I gotta make another one, but yeah, that is an overview. If you guys enjoyed this video, and thank you for staying tuned. I don't really know how much more I'll be able to vlog in the next little bit. I don't intend to be the teacher vlogger that vlogs every day her life of school. We always have a lot going on, and I don't know how they find time for that. But I do plan to do like the first week of school, just check in with you every morning and maybe in the afternoons or whatever, but just show you kind of the things that I plan to do during the first week of school. And I also plan to check in with you during like room transformation days that we do like 4 or 5 times a year. So I won't be making like a ton of videos throughout the year, but I do want to, just check base with you all. And yeah, but I appreciate you guys coming along with me, especially for my setup journey. If you haven't watched any of my other videos, please go ahead and do so. If you haven't already, like, subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. Bye for now, guys.